What up, everybody? This is Jack Slater, aka the Comic Outlaw, yeah! And we're gonna take it back. Fantastic Four, yeah! 124. Wow. It is ticking away. And Susan Storm is captured by the creature of the Black Lagoon. The monster has returned. As the Fantastic Four, their car putters out. It's going to crash. You know, if they would take it in for a tune-up every once in a while, you would think that wouldn't happen, but it did. So I mean, in the neighborhood we tune our cars at least once a week. But anyways, the Fantastic Four, Reed falls out, and of course anarchy ensues. The car crashes. Thing decides, well, to do what Thing does, and he breaks the steering column, and I don't know if it really helps too much, but they decide that cruising around without a steering wheel is the best idea. I have no idea why. Reed falls, and for some reason a man being made out of rubber just ends up knocking himself out. Ben grabs him, they take him to the hospital, and of course Sue throws on an invisible field, but you would think they're invisible and you would actually feel the thing pushing you, saying make way. But moving on, they take Reed to the doctor, the hospital. Everyone's worried because this is Mr. Fantastic, and who is going to defend them from Galactus? That is probably their biggest worry right there. And Thing, of course, being Thing, well, I guess he's fixing a wall after breaking the wall out of frustration. That's what happens when you give the Thing hospital food and you don't take him out to a restaurant. Anyway, something comes out of nowhere and BAM! Sucker punches Ben Grimm. That in itself ought to be a crime. You do not sucker punch Aunt Petunia's favorite child. Anyways, well, favorite nephew. And, of course, Torch flames on, wondering what's going on. And Sue, crying, distraught, wondering how her husband got hurt in the first place. Something grabs her, chloroform, and knocks her right out. Now this creature actually is holding on to something and he's using it as a weapon. Maybe he found a good book in the gift shop, but you just do not know. But he's knocking people out. Of course he grabs Sue. Everyone's panicking. Johnny follows him, wondering what is going on. Well, it's pretty obvious why he has a sister. I mean, the King Kong syndrome and all. The creature syndrome. Anyways, he chases after him, fires a blast, and of course, when you do that in New York, water does come up. And it's interesting, this creature's power set. I guess evidently water just flows out of it anymore. He's taking her to the lagoon. Of course, he's the creature of the Black Lagoon, so kind of figures. Picks a tree up and throws it at Johnny Storm. Johnny, of course, uses fantastic firepower, blows his way out of it, and they disappear in the lagoon, where Johnny decides that he's tired for some reason. A few minutes of crime fighting, and he's tired and he has to rest. Someone didn't have their Wheaties this morning. Anyways, Ben Grimm pacing back and forth, wondering how his buddy's going to do, and they're examining him. You know, Thunderbolt's doing his thing, and he's perfectly fine, you know, even though his bones are stretchy, even though his arm stretches everywhere. Brain functions fine, everything's good. So I guess he just had a boo-boo. But anyways, he's laying there, Thing's just sitting there, and this is Grumpy Thing. Of course, he doesn't have a magazine or a slice of pizza or a good cigar, so Johnny explains what's going on with this creature, and he's going to do some investigating. Meanwhile, the creature takes Sue to a cave and decides to keep her there, kind of prisoner. Doesn't really explain why, he's just doing it for the heck of it, while Sue decides to move a boulder. And you learn your lesson in Goonies, never ever move the boulder. Never move the boulder. But yet, instead of bats, it's water coming out. She's caught in the flood. I mean, Sue. Goonies. But Goonies hasn't come out yet, so Anyways, Johnny's doing some investigating. Well, he knows that it's not Dr. Doom, duh. The Hulk, duh. The Mole Man, triple duh. Or the Skrull. I mean, pretty obvious. Pretty obvious. Now, of course, they scroll back, and evidently this creature has made an appearance in 94. It's a while back. And Reed realizes what's happening. Oh no, she's been captured. I have to go. And he tries stretching his way out. Like I said, a man of rubber falls down, and so they put him back in the hospital bed. Meanwhile, Sue is having her own problems. She's being washed away. She's drowning in the cave, and she needs help. And will Reed be able to help her? Will Thing get a good sandwich and a cigar? And will the Human Torch flame on? Well, we'll find out the next time, won't we? And I'll catch you on the flip side. Yeah.